Wow, now that's a jellyfish. That thing is about, oh, I don't know, half a meter long maybe? People don't always know what they're doing, but if you look behind me, we've got a whole bunch of people from the anchorage are leaving, which I guess is matches what I was going to do, because the wind should be coming from that direction and pushing me onto those rocks. So if the anchor were to drag, that's a bad thing. Whereas if the anchor dragged yesterday, I would be out to sea, which was fine. Unless I hit the big turquoise boat there, that wouldn't have been good. But he probably had insurance. So I better get going. Sorry, different shirt, but I thought the white shirt underneath my life vest would probably just get filthy dirty. And so I thought I would save it. I've got Nick coming over tonight anyhow, so I'll probably clean up, have a swim, have a wash, put my white shirt back on so I look good. It's important to look good. Off to distant lands, or maybe Ibiza about 10 miles away. By Anchorage, Ensenada di Tramontana. I've heard the guys on Delos say it, I've heard everybody say it, and it's true. If there's more than one boat, it's a race. We're going to come down his port side, I think, maybe starboard side. I've gained on him a lot. He should be going faster than me with that size boat. I don't know what's going on. His sails look like they're set pretty well. There's a bit of a twist in his main. I think he needs to let his main out more. But anyhow, his lack of main adjustment means I'm going to catch him. And when I do, I shall have my way. The cannons will go out, or maybe I'll just say hello. That is Ibiza in the background there. And there's a little channel that goes between Formentera and Ibiza right around here. And that's where I'm heading for. And I'm going to pass through that and then go that way, west, on the other side of Formentera, and to a cala that is supposed to be nice and protected. We'll see. Good music. The island of Formentera is so narrow here that you can see the boats and the masts of the boats on the other side of the island right here. It's a very narrow strip of land. It's also a really popular place. When the wind is coming from the east, every boat will be on the other side, which is happening today, and then when it's coming from the west, obviously everybody comes here. So yesterday this was absolutely packed with boats, like hundreds and hundreds of boats. Now the catamaran that was gaining on us, or catching us, he was actually under engine. Naughty, naughty, so he's motor sailing. And we're not quite catching this guy. I don't know what's going on. The winds have become very, very light, and I can't seem to gain on him now.
And way in the distance you can see a white and black striped tower. That's the one of the two markers showing the channel through between Ibiza, which is that ahead, and Formentera, which is right to the left there. I've got a friend who likes sailing in the BVI, and he is a wicked good sailor. Taught me a lot of things, like how not to fall off the boat. He taught me a lot of things, how to trim the sails properly and things like that. I'm sure I still haven't done him proud. I've got a telltale winking up there. But anyhow, he likes sailing the BVI, but I reckon he would like it here. It's very, very nice. And when the winds get strong from one direction, you just scoot around the other side of the island, whatever island you're on. It's very pretty. And hey, it's Spain. What's not to like? Viva España. Pretty uneventful sail. 10 knots, 12 knots of wind, downwind all the way here. I'm in Porogue, I don't know how you pronounce it. Porriog, northwest of the Ibiza airport on Ibiza. It's a nice little cove here, a bit rolly right now because of the wind direction. And I've had to anchor in about 10 meters of water, so I've got 50 feet of chain and rope out. Hopefully that'll hold. I'm going to dive on the anchor in a minute and just make sure it's bedded down nicely. So yeah, the sail was fine. It's coming in here was a bit, there's a lot of boats in here, and it was, anchoring single-handed is not always the easiest thing. You have to come up into the wind. And then drop your anchor and make sure that it pays out the anchor rode quickly enough so that it doesn't drag the anchor until you're ready to have it hook, and then you can have it hook. So it's yeah, that was interesting. I'm warm now. I could use a cold drink, and I don't have much that's cold anymore. Need to put another bottle in the fridge. Let's take a look around though. That's why we don't want to drag. It's a pretty little anchorage, but it's just too tight. People here seem to want to, or be happy to anchor right next to each other when there's not enough swing room. I had to drop back quite a bit, so I'm away from this cat on one side and the powerboat on the other, because I will swing completely differently from them. And now we've got the jet skis flying through here. Yippee! Hopefully they won't hit me when I dive on the anchor. Right, time to get a drink and sit down and relax. Firstly, apologies for the shirt, but it has been washed. It does look like I'm wearing the same shirt over and over and I'm living in squalor, but I'm not.
I'm in a little cala just north of the airport on Ibiza, and it's protected from the winds that are generally right now from the southeast, mainly southeast. So I'm getting pretty good protection here. It's a bit rolly when some of the big, rich people come in their massive motor yachts, but it's okay now. You can see the camera kind of, I've got it braced and it's still kind of rolling, but it stopped. I've got a bit of a family emergency, so I'm going to have to try to get Kalypso into a berth somewhere. I've checked a couple marinas in Ibiza, but they're phenomenally expensive. Like, it would cost me more for 2 months than it cost me an entire year last year. And although I need to get it into a berth, I've got some options. So one of my options, which I'm considering pretty heavily right now, is to sail across the mainland and make landfall near Denia, and then anchor there overnight. So it's about a 10-hour, 12-hour sail to there. Anchor overnight, and then wait until the next day and sail to Valencia. So that's my option right now, because there are no other marinas I can find in the Balearics that are suitable and cost-effective enough for me to leave Kalypso for about a month. But I'll catch up with you when I figure it out. That these guys behind me are providing. I'm going to set off now back to the Spanish mainland. I've got some family things going on, so I need to get back to the point near Denia, and then from Denia I'm going to follow the coast up to Valencia. And Valencia, I'm hoping to get a berth for at least a month or two so I can fly out, and then I've got to do a rapid COVID test and all sorts of things, get flight booked and myriad other things. That's it. So wish me luck. Bye. Well, it's goodbye Ibiza. Nice, about 12 knots of wind, fairly smooth seas. About the best I've ever seen for open, in the Med. And it's pretty warm, although I had to put a sweatshirt on because I think it's got down to it's probably 23 degrees Celsius, which is what, almost 75 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. Anyhow, it's warm, but it's the breeze is a bit cool when you're used to 30 degrees, so that's my excuse. This is absolutely gorgeous out here. I say absolutely gorgeous an awful lot, but it's hard to describe this without saying absolutely gorgeous. The lighting is perfect. The sunset's just picking out the rock formations, and it is really stunning. Soft wind, soft warm wind, and smooth seas. That's pretty good sailing for you.